Good afternoon, good evening, hello everybody. This is Mihir Magudia joining this call from the beautiful Rio de Janeiro. I'm currently at the Leo Global Annual Conference in Brazil, having a wonderful time sharing information with our members, talking and talking, getting to meet so many people I've not had the chance to meet before, getting to engage and really spend some time with some of our wonderful, wonderful qualifiers here. This event has been I think we've got some pictures coming up. This event has been the biggest ever annual conference that Leo has ever done. So I think it's 20 or 21 countries are represented here. On the slides there, who can we see? Oh, we can see some, oh, there we are. We can see on the bottom left, we can see Tembi there from South Africa, one of our newer directors representing the South African business. There's Veronique from France. There's Robin there from Trinidad and Tobago. There's obviously Chinese leaders have arrived. All right, I think it might be unmuted, Jim. And there's people here from all over the world. Gosh, look at them. They're in their fluorescent outfits. This was the welcome night, dancing around. There's Hua up and out of her wheelchair, full of Leo energy, dancing around. There's the staff being the staff. It's been really a splendid, splendid couple of days. And I think if there's one more slide on the photos, it really has been an opportunity to spend some time with members and really get to know them and really have some fun at our event here. Now, oh, and this was day 2. This was the awards ceremony night, not the recognition night, but the awards ceremony night where we recognized some leaders for their outstanding contributions. We recognized people for various awards for fast start and all the rest of it. And we're delivering awards. There's Rach accepting the award on behalf of her downline Eric. There's Andy talking about various things. There's me presenting Learcat with the Mabub Shah Award over there in the top left-hand corner. And there's lots of our Chinese leaders, people all around the world. So this GAM is going to be a little bit different than usual. And I say that because today in Brazil is the main conference day. So I apologize for starting a little bit late, but I just left the conference theatre where Paul Southworth was delivering a splendid, splendid presentation. And today and this afternoon is where we're going to be making some rather big announcements to the people who are here in Brazil. Now, I won't be making those announcements now on the call because I haven't made them publicly yet, but I will be making them this afternoon. And so you should all be checking your emails tomorrow for the latest information of what was announced here and the day after, depending on the translations you require. And then on the Global Associate meeting next week, on the 1st of April, we will take you through every single thing that we have announced today and all of the things that we talked about on our Brazilian extravaganza. But overall, business is doing very, very well. It's a very, very exciting time. We're getting a lot of energy all around the world. There's a huge amount of energy in the conference hall just over the way from where I am now. And I could not be prouder to be part of this business. So let's get on with this call. Let's see who we've got here. Gosh, it's a big old call, given that things are going on in Brazil as well. There's obviously a huge South African contingent. Oh, Jenny, how are you doing? Sorry, you couldn't be here. And oh, Eric Magdebog is here. Let me just pause on this, actually. If we go back a slide, Jeff. Eric was the winner of our Founders Award, which I've always seen as kind of the most special of the awards. It's one that Dan chooses personally. It's one that really represents someone who's at the heart of the Leo business. And if you look in the picture there, obviously Eric couldn't make it to Brazil this week, unfortunately, but his upline Rachel there is accepting the award on his behalf, and I'm delighted to see Eric and Lani who won the award together on the call today. So well done, Eric, and we'll go through everything and do a proper celebration of all the awards and everything else when we're back in the UK next Monday. So onwards and upwards. Eric's here, the South Africans are here, there's a big old Pakistani contingent, lovely to see you all. People from Talang. Ivliana, how you doing? Thanks for that. Nice to see you too. Gosh, it's a big old call today. People from all around the world. Nabil, how you doing? Thanks for the chat this morning. It was always pleasant. Porsche, I remember the Rock. Yeah, good. We have a big call today. So, Wakas Suhail, who is our regional manager for the Dubai region, has some good news with his local direct selling association. As you know, Leo always does his best to engage with local direct selling associations wherever we're doing business in the world. We've most recently instructed Paul Southworth, who I've said is on stage right now in Brazil, to engage with the South African DSA. And I believe he's already made contact. He's already starting something up, and we're looking at sort of June time for our meeting with them to see what we can do to take our membership of the South African DSA forward. But here in the United Arab Emirates, on the right-hand side there is the Director General of the DSA in the UAE. In the middle there is obviously our beloved Wakas Suhail, and on the left there is the chairman, Mr. Omar El Marassi. So this Middle Eastern DSA is very important because it's doesn't just cover the UAE. I believe they're in talks with Oman and Saudi Arabia and various other countries in the region as well to talk about how they can represent companies in that area. So Wakas has taken on kind of a non-executive role there as Director of Strategic Relations for the UAE DSA. Now, obviously, that's alongside his normal day job as in Leo, and we're very delighted for him, and we're sure he can make a massive contribution representing Leo and doing his best for the DSA in the United Arab Emirates. Next one, please, Jeff. Excuse me. Momentum. So the tours are all kind of getting finalized now. We need to start downloading tickets. There's instructions on the back office. There's instructions on the screen there. If you've done the hard work, don't miss out because you didn't do the admin. So essentially, many of you, and I know on this call, because I can recognize some of the names, have a choice over whether you go to Dubai or whether you go on the cruise in Hong Kong. It's obviously up to you. I think the Dubai trip is sort of a one-day extravaganza, an overnight in the heart of the Middle Eastern desert. So you have to like it hot for that event to really sing for you. But it'll be an amazing event. And the Hong Kong cruise is sort of a 3-day thing on one of the biggest cruise ships in the world, and I've been told probably the biggest cruise ship in Asia Pacific. It's sort of this 20 or 30 story, I mean, monstrosity is kind of the right word. this 20 or 30 story luxury cruise liner with everything you could possibly imagine on it, from bars to games to sports to, there was a virtual reality arcade there last time. It's a helipad. I think multiple different swimming pools, gyms, saunas, all sorts of things. It really is a very special experience. And if you haven't ever been to any of our Momentum events before, do check out our downloads page. Do go onto Leo TV, either by the main Learn Earn Own website, and type in Momentum. You'll find the videos about what happened last year. You'll find the motivation about what happened, and maybe that'll help you choose whether you go to Dubai or to Hong Kong. So there's a choice available, I think, for many, if not all of you. I think actually not all of you, many of you. And so do make your choice, do sort it out, and make sure you redeem your tickets by the end of April. Now that sounds like a long way away. I promise you it'll be here tomorrow. So don't miss out. Don't let yourselves down by messing up the admin side of the qualification. You've done the hard work. You've broken a new platinum. They're going, you're going. Make sure you get there. Good. And that brings us on to, I think, Cambodia. That's right. So the Cambodian trip will be our biggest ever. Yes, hello to the team from Talagang. I see you there. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping me a note while I'm talking. So the Cambodia trip, the Cambodia executive trip, this summer will be the biggest ever executive trip that Leo has ever done. Now, I've talked a lot on these calls about what a wonderful place Cambodia is. Whether you're excited about development and people moving forward and changing their country, if you're excited about a young generation of entrepreneurs really cracking through, Cambodia's got that for you. That sort of vibe and energy. If you're excited about history, much like I am, if you're excited about ancient temples and seeing what was once the biggest city in the world in Angkor, then we'll take you there in Cambodia. If you're excited about Leo's charity projects, then I'm delighted to let you know that we will be opening a brand new school in Cambodia as well. That's something that all of you are part of and all of you have helped to make happen. And that, again, like our school, like the school we built in Nepal, was a school for people who've never had education before. So they've never been to school, their parents have never been to school, their grandparents, their brothers, their sisters, they've never had any of that experience before. So we're delighted that Cambodia and our executives will be celebrating a new world of opportunity for a new generation in this wonderful, wonderful country. So if you are executive already, if you've already qualified, and I can see lots and lots of names on this call from the list that I looked at just before, I can't wait to see you there. If I don't see you before, I can't wait to see you in Cambodia. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. It's an opportunity to train you. It's an opportunity to meet you and get to know you better. It's kind of the opportunity for us to spend some time with the next generation of Leo directors, the next generation of Leo marketing directors, and who knows, maybe the next Leo vice president. If you are qualified, it's going to be the trip of a lifetime. If you've not qualified yet, if you're close to associate, if you've got people in your team who are close to associate, don't let them miss out. This is the one for them to qualify on. This is the one for them to be at. They've got until the end of this month, which is what, 5 or 6 days away, 6 days away. Don't miss out. Make sure you're there. And if you've already been to an executive trip and you want to come along as well, there's opportunities for buy-in for that, to support your team there. But the main thing is, as directors, as leaders, as whoever you are on this call, you will have people in your teams who are close to this rank, who could do it in 6 days if they really push themselves, if they really put their mind to it. You should give them that gift, motivate them, support them, help them get there. And if you are close yourself, what on earth are you waiting for? What on earth are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this executive trip. It's one to be at. So that brings me on, I think, to some rank award incentives. So this is also designed to help you push for that executive trip, push for whatever it is you're going for, push for that next rank. This award, the Bronze, Silver, Gold Award of ownership, is ending in its current form on the 31st of March. There will be no extension to this. We've got glorious things in the future, I assure you, but this particular incentive is ending. So if you've got new people who haven't quite made that leap, who haven't quite made that jump, this is their time, this is your time. There is a very, very good time to be joining the Leo business. And I promise you, this incentive, the way it currently is, the awards it currently gives in this way, it will absolutely not be extended. Some of you who've been with us for a while may remember that from time to time, we can extend an award, we can extend an incentive here or there, just to help a few last people get over the line. This is not one of those times. This is not one of those opportunities. This thing will not be extended. So, I've got a quick question here from someone saying that Bitcoin payment has gone down. I'm not aware of that, actually. As far as I know, and having looked at sales and revenues as they've a new business and new starters that have come today, I can definitely see that we've had a number of Bitcoin people using Bitcoin to join the business and purchase products with the business. So we shall look into that. But it's working now, I've been told. Excellent. So as if by magic, someone asks a question, I sound confused, and then people charge in. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Jenny. Very, very helpful. Good. Apparently there was a short-term issue, but it's fixed now. Wonderful. Onwards and upwards, Jeff. On to the next one. So, as I said, take advantage of those incentives. Look out for your emails. Quick sort of housekeeping note for next week. British summertime is starting. So, gosh, I'm in Brazil now, so I'm now having to work out the various time zones, what this means. So Brazil, gosh, it's 3 hours. So it's currently 3:20 in the UK now, and the time is going. So the British summertime is starting on the 31st. So again, in 6 days. So for those of you, if you live in Europe, continue to join us at 1500. As it says there, you need to come 1 hour earlier if you live in one of our other countries that has English as a major language and tend to be one of the people who join this call from those countries. Don't miss out. Don't join us an hour late, because next week's global associate meeting is absolutely one that you want to be on. It's one we'll talk about everything that's happened here in Brazil. It's one we'll announce, well, not announce, but really take you through all of the changes and the new exciting things that we're talking about. It's one of those It'll be one of those associate meetings that will have a bit of recognition at the start, obviously, because that's crucially important, but it won't have most of the usual slides. It'll be one of those focused associate meetings about specific subjects, taking you through some changes, taking you through some things that have been announced. So adjust your calendar and make sure you are there. So next week we'll have Dan on the GAM, I believe, for some of those announcements and some of that conversation. I want to leave you with a few different messages today. So it has been a shorter meeting today, and that's because I'm not on stage for another 4 hours, and at that point I'll make some announcements here in Brazil. Once we've done that, Jeff will have the green light to press go, go, go on the various emails and mailers that will come landing in your inbox. Read them, understand them, get used to them, but absolutely don't panic. Read them and know them, but join us on Monday for the GAM on the 1st of April, where you take you through every single thing in detail. There's some stuff coming around ownership that is incredibly exciting. There's some stuff launching around what we can do to make sure that no matter which pre-share thing, which ownership platform you're part of, which sort of ancient thing or old thing that you might have be worried about, we can find a way to turn that back on. We found a way to reward people. We found a way to ensure that no matter who you are, where you are in our business, when you joined, whether you're new, whether you're old, you have a way of participating in the future of Leo and in the future of the projects that we work on. And let me tell you that I announced lots of this at our directors meeting yesterday, and it was very, very well received. So all of the directors of yours who attended in Brazil, they've been briefed fully, they're on board, they fully understand, well, one hopes that they fully understand what I was talking about, but they were nodding sagely and wisely. So there'll be an extra resource for you over the rest of this week and next week to ask questions of as well, because they get it. And let me tell you, I also, yesterday at the directors meeting, announced some things around the LMS and announced some things around Leo Coin as well. I'll be talking much more about that today, but I did tell the directors what I was going to talk about today. I did tell the directors some of our new strategic thinking around the future of Leo Coin. And I was just told as I walked into this call that since that meeting, the price of Leo Coin has gone up 11% in the last few hours, obviously as people start to understand. Now, there's nothing guaranteed about this. There's nothing promised. There's nothing like that. And I'll always keep that line and always keep that clear. But it was quite interesting that we announced something and there's a response from the marketplace. We announced something, there's a response there. So we're very, very pleased with how things have been received. I can't wait. I mean, I'm sorry that I can't today, but it would not be fair to the people who qualified for the event. But I'm very, very excited about the call next week. And I'm very, very excited about the mailers and information you'll be receiving this week. As always, it is an honor and a privilege to talk to you. As always, I'm delighted to be here. Brazil is a fantastic conference. You'll also find out in the next few days where we're going to go in 2020 and how to qualify for that. And I can't wait to see even more people at our, gosh, I almost said it was, at our 2020 annual conference, and even more people on the call next week to find out what we talked about here today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for making the commitment to join us today. I can't wait to see you very, very soon indeed. Have a good afternoon.